gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Guys, so we have a very special video for you today. We have the results in Brittney Griner sentenced to 9 freaking years in Russian prison. Now, let me say this. Brittney Griner was facing up to 10. And I believe they gave her a certain amount of time served. She's probably been in there 6 months, 6 to 8 months. And yeah, she is in the penitentiary. Okay. She's done for. We won't see her. Get this, guys. We won't see her till 2031. God damn. I mean, what a royal fuck up. What a royal fuck up. What a royal mistake. A huge mistake Brittney Griner made. Like I said, she was probably high in the airport. Maybe she forgot that those vape cartridges were in her luggage. Maybe she knew and intentionally brought them over. But ignorance of the law is not an excuse to break the law. And Brittney Griner broke the law. And she is getting served right now. See, there's so much irony in this because a couple years back, I remember a Brittney Griner who hated this country. Okay? I remember a Brittney Griner who was complaining about the patriarchy. Okay? The patriarchy. She was talking about the national anthem. She was speaking about the national anthem. Okay? She didn't want to come out for the national anthem. A song that is cemented in this country's history. Now she's doing a whole 180. I love this country. I was so sad that I wasn't there on 4th of July. I would have put my hand across my chest, put my hand to my heart, hold my left hand up, whatever y'all wanted me to do. I'm singing that damn national anthem. Okay? She made a big mistake. So we're gonna take a blast in the past to really understand if we should feel some type of way about Brittney Griner. Okay, should we feel some type of way about Brittney Griner, and her stance on the national anthem? It is crazy. And now they're asking for a prisoner swap for Brittney Griner. That's what the deal was, I guess, or the deal that they're trying to make. Either way, she's been sentenced. Okay, she's been sentenced. So let me get into this right quick. Griner on the national anthem. Let's see. See, all the articles now are like from 2022. I'm trying to find the older one when it first came out. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, so she was talking about the patriarchy. She was talking about equal rights and equal pay for women. So she travels overseas to get that bag. My thing about the equal pay for WNBA players is that job to support the WNBA is women's job. Men do not have any stake in the WNBA. We don't have any stake in that. Because let's keep it a buck if you really want to get into it. Sports is our thing. Sports is our thing. And this is coming from a guy who has sisters, who loves female sports. I probably bought more WNBA basketball tickets than most of these women out here talking about it's unfair that women aren't getting paid as much as the NBA players. Yeah, because y'all aren't supporting them. I don't know if anybody saw that little skit that Bill Burr did on the WNBA, but it was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. There's nothing that he could have said different. There's nothing he could have added on to it. And I'm going to play that afterwards. But this is a woman who is complaining about racism in America. This is a woman who is complaining about how this country is unfair to LGBT and black women and all this kind of stuff. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. This woman voted for Biden the first time she ever voted in her life. I bet she wish she could have taken that vote right back. Okay. I wish she could have taken that vote right. I bet she wish she could have taken that vote right back. See, like I said, the problem that I have with the WNBA players wanting more pay is that women don't even support y'all. And women are 80% of the consumer base, and they don't support y'all. Okay. Why? Because, quite frankly, men's sports is just more entertaining. Men are better than women at sports. Period. There's no women in the WNBA that could beat the worst NBA player one-on-one. Okay? She might get one up on him on a scrimmage. She might get a shot in his face and whatnot. But one-on-one, first 1 to 21, you're losing every time. Every time. I mean, there's no WNBA player that could beat Nate Robinson, and he just got knocked out by Jake Paul. He got his lights knocked out by Jake Paul, and Nate Robinson will still take you to the basket. Like I said, I'm a guy who loves women's sports. I played sports all throughout my life: high school, basketball, football, baseball, soccer, track and field. I love watching the women run track and field. I love watching the women play basketball. I love watching the women, do sports that men do. Because as a sports player, you're interested in sports, period. You appreciate a good athlete, period. I can appreciate that Brittney Griner is a good athlete, okay? Even though she's 6'7" and she can barely jump. So her dunks aren't really that impactful because her vertical is like 10 inches. She's right there at the goal. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. But I can appreciate that, I would love to see her play in person. I like seeing big old girls dominate, you know what I'm saying, on the basketball court. Because when I played basketball, the girls' games always went first. Right? Ladies first. We watched the girls' game. And then what happened? When you were in high school, guys, think back to high school basketball. Think back to high school basketball. When you were playing high school basketball, what it would be JV plays first. Then it would be the women's basketball team. Then it would be the males. And you would have a decent crowd for the JV. Then you would have a little bigger crowd for the women's game. And then what would happen? The stadium floods for the men's game. All the bad bitches show up when the men are playing. The bad bitches weren't showing up to the female games. They weren't, even in high school. I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17. Even in high school, they weren't showing up to the female game. I mean, this is crazy. Now that I'm thinking back on it, the women didn't even really support female volleyball. It was the men, because we were all in there like, damn, those spandex, you know? And we supported the volleys. We supported the spikes. We supported all that. If the ball went out of bounds on the other team, no, that's out of bounds. That's out of bounds. We talking to the ref. We're trying to bribe the ref. We got cardboard posters wanting our girls to win. Where were the women? Where were the women? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I'm going to tell you what, the only reason why most women watch sports, show up to sports events, because they want to see the men. They want to see those big old sweaty men do athletic things, gain clout, gain status. They love seeing the muscles. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. There's plenty of dyke women in the WNBA. Why don't the women start, fangirling over them? Right? Right? So this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Even think back to middle school. I want you guys to think back to middle school. When the girls were playing, no girls in the stands. When the boys were playing, all the hoes showed up. Interesting. Anyways, let's get into it. WNBA star Brittney Griner wants league to stop playing the national anthem. If the league continues to play it, that's fine. It will be all season long. I'll not be out there, she said. I'll not be out there. I know she didn't. I hope she didn't say I'll not be out there. WNBA star Brittney Griner is calling for the league to stop playing the national anthem before games and says that she will not be on the floor if it is played. During a teleconference on Monday, July 27th, Griner made her stance on the anthem known. I honestly feel like we should not be the national anthem, or we should not play the national anthem during our season, said the Phoenix Mercury Center. According to the Arizona Central, I think we should take that much of a stand. She added, I don't mean that in any disrespect to our country. Oh, really? So don't play the national anthem, but no disrespect. Okay. My dad was in Vietnam and a law officer for 30 years. I wanted to be a cop before basketball. I do have pride for my country. Where it at, though? Shout out to David Huey with the $6.99 super trap. He says, only way a girl is going to those girls' games is if they go to miss class.
Oh, say that.
Exactly. You ain't telling no joke. Like girls will skip class to just go to the PE, any like PE session that's going on. The girls always used to skip class and go to the PEs. Like, even if it wasn't their period to go to PE, they still would pull up in PE. I remember high school like it was yesterday. On Saturday, July 25th, none of the Mercury and Los Angeles Sparks players were on the court during the playing of the national anthem. The women were protesting for justice for Breonna Taylor, which we all know that story, a 26-year-old black woman who was fatally shot by Louisville police officers. I'm going to protest regardless, Griner continued. I'm not going to be out there for the national anthem. If the league continues to want to play it, that's fine. It will be all season long. I'll not be out there. I feel like more are going to probably do the same. I can only speak for myself at the Olympics. I understand you're playing for your country at that point. So where is Brittney Griner when all these black women are getting killed by black men? Okay. And basically we can pretty much surmise that, Breonna Taylor was inevitably indirectly killed by a black man, if you really want to keep it a buck. The WNBA is continuing to stand in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. Prayers on the Seattle Storm and the New York Liberty teams held a 26-second moment of silence for Taylor on Saturday. We are dedicating the season to Breonna Taylor, an outstanding EMT. The EMT thing was also debunked. Who was murdered over 130 days ago in her home. Liberty star Lashia Clarendon said before the game began, Breonna Taylor was dedicated and committed to uplifting everyone around her, even if her, thuggo boyfriend wanted to get a rental car to catch a body. She added, we are also dedicating this season to say her name, a campaign committed to saying the names and fighting for justice of Black women. Black women are so often forgotten in this fight for justice, who don't have people marching in the streets for them. Well, Black women are the main ones who are out there marching in the streets. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I really don't. But anyways, let's play this skit from Bill Burr about the WNBA because I thought it is very on point. And then we will get into the topic.
I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes, right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, I don't know.
Right.
Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.